Hey guys, Bam Guitar Dude here, and wanted to share a few more thoughts about setting up and using decoys, and especially as it relates to two-man hunting and hunting with partners, which I have found is inherently more difficult. Dare I say, exponentially more difficult sometimes. And I've had situations where I've been hunting with other people, just heartbreaker type situations where we've set up wrong and thought we were set up right, but we ended up being set up wrong. But in any event, what I have found through trial and error, and a lot more error, is that a few things. Number one, when I'm hunting with somebody else, I like to hunt close to them, okay? I don't like to spread out, because you lose your ability to communicate with the other hunter, okay? The other thing is, whoever the caller is, the birds are going to come to the caller, okay? You need to remember that with your setup, that whoever's calling, a gobbler knows exactly where you are, okay? The caller, not the shooter. And that's important. I called in 3 gobblers one morning with a buddy of mine, and they came in strutting and gobbling all the way to me, and I was the caller, not the shooter. And I had set up so stupid that morning that I didn't have a shot at them. So I had to watch these gobblers at about 10 or 15 feet gobbling their heads off, and one of them was a monster, and I had to let them walk off. So, you know, I've learned that you want to set up with your partner very close to one another, because when you call, that gobbler knows where you are. The other thing is this right here, is when you hunt with people, both people need to be unselfish, okay? Meaning the first person that has a shot at that bird needs to take the shot, okay? It just is what it is. You know, gobblers are unpredictable, and they may come in exactly the way you want them to, and they may not. And if they don't, whoever has the first clear shot needs to take the shot, period. And that's a rule I always establish with whoever I hunt with, and if they don't like that rule, I don't hunt with them. Okay, enough about that. Decoy setup. When you set up your decoys, you want to set them up at an angle to you, where you're sitting. In other words, you do not want to be in the direct line of sight of the decoys and the gobbler's approach into your setup. All right, you want the gobbler focused on your decoys and not you. That's kind of the whole idea, is you're giving him a decoy to focus his attention on while you get the bead on him to shoot him. So, you know, if the gobbler's here and you're set up here, good place to put your decoys is right out here, right? Because he's going to be looking this way and not at you. The other thing that I like to do is I like to do what I call the guarded Jake setup. This is my terminology, but basically the concept is this right here. The Jake or strutter, or, you know, whatever gobbler type decoy that you're using, needs to be the first decoy that the gobbler will encounter in your decoy setup, okay? So, such that you infuriate that gobbler, all right? You want the gobbler to think in his mind that another gobbler has come in, or Jake or whatever, and has stolen his woman. And so you want to get him all lathered and riled up so that he comes in all bowed up and ready to just kick tail, okay? So make sure that your hen is not the first decoy that gobbler encounters. And you can't always control this, but if you'll use your mind and your imagination when you're setting up and you're hunting and he's gobbling, you know, you got to use your imagination and think, okay, how's he going to approach me? And again, set your decoys up so that the Jake is kind of guarding the hen. And I like the Jake's face to be facing away from me so that when the gobbler comes up, his head is facing me and facing the face of the Jake, if that makes sense. So point the Jake's face away from you, and then I kind of like having the hen kind of circling the Jake. So, you know, you got the Jake going this way and the hen coming this way. All right. Anyways, experiment with that. This may not be totally clear, but the key concept here, what I have found that really works, is when you set up a Jake and hen, which I typically use a Jake and a hen, you want to set them up so that the Jake or your strutter decoy is guarding your hen, is preventing the gobbler from getting to that hen. And that will, well, let's just say if you bring a video camera to the woods, you'll be highly entertained. All right, hope that helps. See ya.